Boston Richey, you are going to jail, bro, for a very long time at that. It's no secret that Boston Richey has been a weird guy for a while now, but Boston Richey has been able to get away with being weird because for the most part, there's been no real tangible evidence until now.
Until now! I knew he was a weirdo when I seen him walk up on that girl and like he was bucking at her like he was finna beat her. For the only reason he ain't beat her was because they was outside in front of the people, folks. I know y'all looking at me like, man, Mula, don't just come back to the damn channel when you been gone, man. Where you been at, man? I was in New York, folks. I took a little 2-day trip to New York. It was my first time in the NYC. I was vibing. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm back, and we back exposing the weirdos.
Need to wait until now to know that Boston Richey was messing with underage women. Like, we could have used our brain and came to this conclusion when we seen Boston Richey post a photo of a then 18-year-old Tati, newly 18-year-old Tati, on his bed with no clothes on. He posted this picture of them on vacation and her in bed with him with nothing but his chains on. He posted this 6 days after she turned 18.
No, that's insane. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. It's a lot of... She got a cake that say legal. What the fuck is going on? Finish it. Hey, bro, a lot of these niggas be like, and they be so undercover too, though. Like, they be so undercover weirdos, gang. It's beyond me.
And we know this because he posted that picture on the 12th. And she posted, "Happy birthday to me" on January 6, 2024. Common sense will tell you he didn't just meet her on January 6th. And within 6 days of her turning 18, he had her on vacation in bed, butt naked, and posting on social media to go official. That's not how those things work. So clearly he was messing with her when she wasn't 18 years old. But today we got the confirmation that we needed when Tati took to Instagram to tag Epic Records. And she wrote, "A few days ago, you all held a meeting after it was brought to your attention that your artist shared a tape of me when I was underage to other women." So
whoa! FBI, open up! So not only is you getting freaky deaky, having secret relations with the girl before she turned 18, but you recording it and showing, regardless of her age, why are you showing somebody else you and a girl's freaky tape? I don't give a fuck how old she is. I mean, I do, but like, even if she was grown, like, why are you showing you and your girl freaky tapes to somebody else? I don't give a fuck who it is. That's already weird, though.
What?
You feel me? Then, on top of that, to make it even more weird, she wasn't even 18. Hey, let me ask y'all a question, though, gang. Serious question. Because it's not like bro 21 or 20 or 19 or something. Like, bro is well past 25 years old, gang. Like, hold on, y'all. This is my clothing brand. I need y'all to go support your boy, okay? And supporting your boy with some pretty cheap clothing, all right? And you're going to be fly and fresh as hell, man, all right? Link in the description. They.us. Go shop.
Boston Richey like had videos in his phone of giving Tati back shots when she was underage, and he was sharing it with other women. This isn't even the first time Boston Richey has been accused of this. This is a recurrent thing. Now, this other woman named R.A.J., who was apparently his side chick when he was dealing with Tati, she accused Boston Richey of sending nude pictures of herself and explicit videos of herself to other women that Boston Richey was trying to impress. Apparently, this is like his game. Like,
what is that doing? So you gotta really deep dive into these weirdos' minds. But what the fuck is that doing? Oh yeah, look, baby. Yeah, look, I got a picture of her. Yeah, she sent me a picture. You want to send me one too? Fuck kind of weirdo. Like,
he's dealing with other women. He would apparently send them videos of him engaging in intercourse with other girls to tell them, yeah, I already had her. You know, yeah, like you look up to her, I already had her. That's the game because, you know, like a lot of these like IG models look up to other IG models who's been in the game a little longer. I guess Tati and R.A.J. are like really, you know, influential IG models or IG bops. So apparently Boston Richey will send videos of himself with them to other IG models to back
stop
them.
Calling these hoes models just because they get on Instagram but half naked and fuck a few rappers. That don't make you no model, bitch. Okay.
It's a weird game all in all. But this is not the first time, which is why I 100% believe Tati, because other women has also came forward to accuse Boston Richey of this. And obviously, this is true if Epic Records is having meetings to talk about this.
Yeah.
But she continued and she would say, rather than addressing the seriousness of that behavior, the response seems to have been to initiate a smear campaign against me. This situation deserves to be handled with accountability and maturity.
It's a damn shame that an 18-year-old, 19-year-old is talking like this with involving a grown-ass man and a multi-billion-dollar record label.
Is jail time, bro. To me, that's the only level of accountability here when it comes to you being in possession of child porn. To me, you should have been in jail after you posted that little girl 6 days after she turned 18 in your bed with no clothes on, because obviously that means y'all was talking before she turned 18. To me, that should have been the jail time right there.
Right.
But apparently it wasn't. Apparently that was not enough. But you being dumb enough to record yourself engaging with this young girl before she became of age, you got to go to jail. But unfortunately, women like Tati are also disgusting human beings. And when they say accountability and maturity, they're talking about day one money. She don't want to see a perpetrator or a predator in jail. She wants money. That's why the record label got involved. That's why she contacted Epic Records, is so they could give her money. Right? That's all these chicks care about, bro, is paper. You should be more concerned with getting this perpetrator in jail.
Exactly.
Not like how much they could pay
you. You should be more concerned with locking him up so he can't do this shit to more girls just like he did to you. But no, instead you want some money. And yeah, once they pay you, you gonna shut the fuck up, not talk about it no more, and let this shit happen, knowingly let this shit happen to so many other girls, because you ain't even pursuing no type of legal action. You just like, yeah, give me some money so I can go over here and get a new nigga and give me a Birkin. And that's the sad part, the sad reality of this shit.
And that's why, it's really hard to have sympathy for Tati, because she's also a terrible human being, bruh. Right? She's perfectly okay with this perpetrator and this predator going on a loose if she
young,
gets paid.
Though, bro. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, it's okay. It's something going on in a for a girl to be young, 16, 17 years old, talking to a nigga 24, 25. Something is not, I think he was like 26, 27, which is even worse. But something is not going right in their head, bro. You see what I'm saying? She young. Her fucking brain ain't developed yet. Real? That shit is real, bro. So I'm not gonna put too much onus on her, folks. You feel me? But still, you still bogus, bitch. Why you want some money? What is the money doing? Because if somebody do something crazy to me and if I was a girl and you beating the shit out of me and I don't want no money, lock that nigga ass up. I'll try to give me some money later when he locked up and shit. Lock his ass up. That's like somebody, God forbid, that's like somebody, a dude kill your brother or kill your sister or something. God forbid, I hope that never happened to none of y'all. And instead of you going to trial and try to get him locked up, you like, yeah, I'm suing him. Give me some money.
So she continues, your artist clearly needs help, real help. To be very clear, this information is confirmed. I am in close contact with someone from the team who was present in the Zoom meeting at Epic Records where this situation was discussed. So she's now going public because she believes they're running a smear campaign against her to ruin her credibility. Yeah. Now, her proof of this is multiple blog posts reposted this particular clip that went viral of her saying that she's using Boston Richey for materialistic things, that the only reason she stayed with him for so long is for materialistic things.
Of course.
Now, I personally know how blogs work. I don't think this was a smear campaign. Right. You know, like her proof of this is they all have like the same titles or the same captions. Trust me, bro. This is how blogs work. That's what we do, yeah. Blogs steal from each other.
Right.
If a blog see that one post did 1 million views,
I'm gonna do the same thing.
They're also gonna cover the story and they're also gonna repost it.
Right.
So her seeing everybody and their mama posting this clip of her confirming that she stayed with Boston Richey for so long because, you know, she used them for materialistic things and she wanted all the nice things that came with it. This was,
by the way, that's a trait of a terrible person. You see what I'm saying? Any person, girl, man, whatever it is, if you're taking abuse, if you're allowing somebody to abuse you, you allowing somebody to take advantage of you, you allowing somebody to mistreat you, misuse you, and you're only doing that shit because you get some bread out of it, because you get some purses and some cars, some clothes, and some flights out of it, you're a terrible human. That's not what's supposed to be going on. You're not. It's something you need therapy. That's not healthy.
An obvious viral story that everybody covered. I don't feel like the labels contacted them and demanded they reposted it.
How long was that long relationship? Like 2.5 years. No, Tati, I don't know how you did that hard time, baby. I can't pass 2.5.
I don't know.
2.5. I don't even think I made it past 2.5. But like I said, I was just there. When you have a plan, you execute that plan. You was like, I was just.
Any girls that talk like this, you run from them. These bitches is on here talking about, I can't get past 2.5 years. I get fed up with a nigga after 2.5 years of relationship. And then they turn 30 and wonder why they ain't got no husband. If you can't get past 2.5 years with a nigga, there's only two things going on. Number one, there's something wrong with you. Number two, you picked the wrong niggas.
I don't know.
I don't even think I made it past 2.5. But like I said, I was just there. When you have a plan, you execute that plan. You was like, I was just there. Yeah.
But okay, I feel that.
What kept you in that relationship then?
I fuck with your chain. I put gas around your neck. I'm a VV every chain.
He believes this was an orchestrated hit because the post went massively viral.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Look at the tweet. They're literally endorsing, cheering on, and feeding sex worker culture to our little girls. What's going on? And the way they say it is like laughing, like, yeah, I got me some baguette shit. It's no morals, gang. No morals, no dignity, no respect for yourself. Like, this shit is disgusting, gang. If this will never be my daughter. But if whoever these girls, I know they fucking look at this video and then throw up, gang. Like,
I was giving her a lot of hate because nobody like a gold digger, nobody like a user, nobody like super hypergamous women, nobody like this culture that we're currently in, which is sex work culture.
That's all
but
it
people
is,
is giving her more smoke than they gave Boston Richey. Like, I'd much rather a gold digger be in society than a predator.
True.
That's just me, though.
True.
But people was writing comments like, they're literally endorsing, cheering on, and feeding sex work culture to our little girls, bro.
But it all go hand in hand. So I understand what Flacco's saying, but see, in 2026, we in a time where these girls think they getting tricked on and don't think they hoes. In order for it to be a trick, there has to be a hoe. Those two things don't, you see what I'm saying, though? Like, for me to get a receipt, I have to pay for it first. I can't get a receipt for some shit I didn't pay for. You see what I'm saying? So if there's no trick, if there's no hoes, there's nobody to trick on. And if there's no tricks, there's no hoes. It go hand in hand. It's not like a one thing. No, nigga, these are the same. They're one and the same, bro.
They're literally endorsing. Boston Kelly swear this little young bit had love for him because he was simping and tricking. She was running game. Boston Richey effing the game up with the tricking. Exactly why I don't give. LOL. Shaking my head. They never deserve it. Right? If he was ever a positive person in your life, it's not G to ever speak ill on him. Making a bit lit for her to speak on you like this, tragic. Young hoes won't ever really want you niggas. That's a fact. All right? He got what he deserved. He a snitch, tricking the lame.
That's the thing, too.
That's what happened when you start a relationship based on the foundation of money, because when you go through a tough time, she gone. So she's getting a lot of backlash for this, and apparently...
I ain't gonna lie, though. I'm gonna stop Paul. This is true. I don't give a fuck what's going on, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is true for anything. Like, as a nigga, bro, sit your ass in that bed, half depressed, and don't go to work for 2 years straight. See how long she stay with you.
Because when you
that's
go
just the
through
reality
a
of
tough
us,
time,
gang. I ain't gonna lie.
She's getting a lot of backlash for this, and apparently this is what sparked her to come forward. Now, Boston Richey, like, to be fair, it took this little girl through hell. Boston Richey was arrested sometime last year for literally strangling this little girl.
Choking her. He put his knee on her neck.
The complaint stated, if you read it, right? The complaint stated that when she got out of the vehicle, the defendant, Boston Richey, had exited his vehicle and pushed her into the second row of the vehicle. He arrived at the location and began to choke her with both hands around her neck. The complaint stated that the defendant had choked her for approximately 6 to 10 seconds, choking her approximately 20 times in 2 hours. The complaint stated that the defendant on 2 occasions during this assault had pushed her down to the floor of the vehicle and used his knee and his body weight on her neck to stop her breathing for approximately 6 to 10 seconds. During the strangulation, the complaint stated that she believed that she had lost consciousness, felt dizzy, lightheaded, tense, weak, and had vomited 2 times in the vehicle.
Damn.
This is the type of sick stuff that Boston Richey did to this chick. So if she used him for money or if she stayed after this to further milk him for more money, hey, albeit, bro, I ain't got...
No. No. Would you be cool with your daughter staying in a situation like that to get some money? I would. I'll be mad at her for staying. I'll be mad at him for doing it for sure. But I'll be mad at my daughter for staying because you know better. Because your dad taught you better. You don't stay with no nigga for no fucking money. You go be broke and fucking live in a Motel 6 before you get your ass beat and strangled because this nigga got some money. That's not what's supposed to be going on, bro. I'm sorry that I gotta be the one to say it.
No love. I ain't got no sympathy for any man who do this to a woman. This entire saga gets worse for Boston Richey. So she turned 18 January 6, 2024. That's 2 years ago.
Right.
Well, while on a live stream, she admits that she has been dating Boston Richey for 4 years.
Oh my God.
Now, when she tells her friend...
4 years from when? 4 years... Oh, see, this is an important question now. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's sick either way, so I guess it don't make that much of a fucking difference. But if it's 4 years from today, that will make her 16. If it's 4 years from her being 18, that will make her 14. Which, like I said, one is not better than the other, but we about to find out. At what age
she began to date Boston Richey, it was still bad, but she was even off a little bit. Because if she turned 18 January 6, 2024, and she's been dating Boston Richey for as long as she stated during that live stream, then that would mean that she's been dating Boston Richey way younger than the age that she is admitting she was dating Boston Richey.
Right.
Did you ever lie about your age to any man?
Never. I've always been truthful about my age because my age is a flex. No shade. I am officially single. I am no longer in a relationship. About time. It's been a long 4 years. And I just turned 20, and it's time to focus on me.
I'm very bad at math, man. A long 4 years of dating Boston Richey, and you just turned 20?
And you just turned 20, so let's take 19 minus 4. I say that's 15. So this grown, weird-ass man been talking to this girl since she was 15 and dated her until right before she turned 20. What the fuck is going on?
What are we saying here? What do that mean? What does that mean, bruh?
How old is this nigga?
It's been a long 4 years, and I just turned 20. What does that mean? When did Boston Richey start dating her? Now, she would...
this nigga Boston... Bro, pause, bro. This nigga Boston Richey is 29 years old. So if you take that shit back 4 years, let's do some simple math, bro. He was 25 when she was about 15 or 16. What the fuck do you have going on, gang? You see what I'm saying? What do you have going on? Now, I understand, you know, usually girls like older niggas and niggas like younger women. But this girl can't even get in a club. Like, I don't understand that shit. Like, whatever.
Here's the part that trips you out. Like, she would admit in this video that Boston Richey did start dating her when she was underage. But I don't think she got the age correctly, man. Because 4 years and you just turned 20?
Exactly. It's time to live your
It's time to live my life.
Okay, you mad at that?
Thank you.
Okay. You said, why did you and Boston break up?
Well, damn. I just felt like anything was the best decision for me. A lot has transpired already. Like
Sometimes you
I
outgrow each other.
right? And it's kind of like, I met him at 17, right? So I gave you a long motherfucking run, nigga. It's been 4 years. I'm 20 years old now. And too much shit done happened, you know? It's just too much just happened, and I don't have time for that shit.
That math ain't math. And you said you was with him for 4 years, but you met him when you was 17 and you just turned 20. So if you just turned 20 and you go back 4 years, that's 16. Because you just turned 20. So even if you met him, there's no way you could have met him 4 years ago if you just turned 20. Your birthday is in January. Your birthday is at the beginning of the year. So there's no way you met the nigga 4 years ago if you was 17 and you 20 now. Math ain't math.
I just turned 20 years old. It's a new year, and God's giving me another chance to find myself and execute, so I'm taking a chance.
Is that your first serious relationship?
Yes, Jalen was my first love. That's why I was so hard, y'all. But it's officially over.
That nigga name is Jalen.
It's over.
I said, why did you go back to that man after the situation in Houston?
Okay, so let's be transparent here.
No, for real, please.
Let's be transparent.
Cause see, I wasn't around for that.
Let's be transparent.
Me neither.
Like I said, I've been dealing with this person for a very long time. And did we stop talking after that situation? Yes.
Look at that shit. Come on, bro.
And
What we talking about, Gabe?
did we stop talking after that situation? Yes. You know, police got involved, all that. But I got that one call from that jail cell, and you know,
From that mother jail
He said he choked him 20 times in 2 hours.
That's facts. That's it. That's
Bro, you
that.
on some weird shit.
And
Get your weird
I
ass
just felt
on.
like we done been together for so long. I was trying to look over the situation. We done spoke, we done prayed about it, we done made up. He hasn't done it again after that, so there has been a change that put him behind bars, but
Because when you know better, you do better.
when you know better, you do. If you knew better, you do better. But like I said, we're gonna be
They
transparent.
keep saying stupid shit that sound. If you knew better, you do better. If you know better, you. The nigga knew he wasn't supposed to be choking no girl before. He didn't have to go to jail to learn. This is a grown ass man. He didn't have to go to jail to learn that he ain't supposed to be choking and beating the shit out of no girl.
And that jail call just.
Would you ever talk to a rapper again?
Of course you would.
I would. I'm not gonna lie, because why not? Why not? It was. I'm gonna be real though. I'm gonna be
Why
real.
not?
It was kind of fun. Was it hell?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. These niggas.
It was
most of
hell,
the
but it was kind of fun because we was going to trips and we was going on dates and we was on a boat and we was traveling and we was going to concert and we was doing this and we was doing that and he bought me purses. So yeah, he beat my ass a few times, but it was cool. It was fun. So why wouldn't I date another rapper again? Like, I don't like, bro. Sometimes, like, gang, listen, I know I'm like a little older than a lot of the shit I be watching. I'm 27, you know what I'm saying? But I always been a little old soul, you know? Sometimes I listen to these, like, was I this fucking, like, stupid when I was this? I don't remember being this dumb at this age, bro. I don't.
These niggas ain't. So it's like, you have to look at nigga like, I ain't gonna lie, give me that coin. Because you just.
Yeah, you coin because you're gonna be crying in that house of pain with the coin or without the coin.
I'm a feed for love. I'm a feed for real love. Unfortunately, in this generation, you have to run a nigga pocket to suck and dry and drink shit to feel like you left with something.
He claims they met at 17, but the timeline will say they met sooner because if she just turned 20 and they was together for 4 years, that would mean that they were together like officially since she was 16. But this is just bad, man. Yo, he's bad. Even her comments about sucking people dry.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, she's terrible as well. Yo, these relationships nowadays are just strictly transactional, man. But regardless
it's not nowadays, bro. It's been like
what it
this,
is, man. I'm never looking at her as if she's like the terrible person in this relationship. Boston Richey got with her when she was really young, right? Regardless of how she did Boston Richey or how much money she used them for, Boston Richey is the terrible person in this situation. I'm not giving her the smoke that I'm not going to give Boston Richey. Boston Richey to me is terrible, terrible, terrible. And he belongs in jail, man. But y'all let me know in the comments.